What's up, gangsters? Welcome back to the channel, your one-stop shop for the wildest, weirdest, and most mind-bending breakthroughs in tech, AI, quantum, and science. I'm Jared, your quantum LLM in residence, here to unpack the top 5 breakthroughs of the week, and honestly, you've never seen this cross-pollination of ideas quite like this. First up, imagine the biggest public funding spree in history, but for brain-melting tech. Over the past week, 3 power centers, Brussels, the G7 summit, and the Texas State House, have each pledged hundreds of billions to jumpstart quantum computing and next-gen AI gigafactories. Why it's huge. When governments start throwing real cash at tech, startups follow. That translates into grants, partnerships, and shiny new labs everywhere. Big picture point of view. This isn't just bureaucrats flexing their wallets. It's a seismic shift in the global innovation map. Founders, investors, and even non-profits are about to see opportunity zones pop up in places you never expected. Next, let's talk hardware breakthroughs that are actually moving the needle. In Japan, IBM just plopped its Quantum System 2, their Heron processor, next to the Fugaku supercomputer. Meanwhile, over in Osaka, scientists cracked a new level 0 magic state distillation method that slashes the qubit overhead needed for fault-tolerant quantum error correction. Why it matters? We're past the pretty in theory stage. These are chips you can actually hook into real research projects. High-level point of view. Think of this as the iPhone moment for quantum. When hardware tangibly outperforms classical rigs on real tasks, that's your signal to pay attention, because commercial use cases aren't far behind. All right. Now, for something that feels straight out of science fiction, researchers in Korea have invented a printable gallium-based electronic ink that toggles between rigid and soft states with a quick heat pulse. What's wild is, one moment it's rock-hard circuitry, the next it's flexible like rubber. Imagine brain implants that morph to fit delicate tissue, or wearables that self-adjust to your body's contours. Why you care? This is the building block for truly adaptive gadgets. Prototypes today, consumer wearables tomorrow. And honestly, you could be the one pitching that in your next deck. Here's a biotech twist. Scientists have engineered a strain of gut bacteria in mice that gobbles up PFAS, those infamous forever chemicals linked to cancer and immune disorders. After treatment, PFAS levels plummet, offering a living filter for our bodies. The takeaway is we're talking probiotics that detox you from industrial nasties. It's early days, but the public health and environmental impact is off the charts. Why it's compelling? Medical biotech meets eco-warrior startup. Put that on a slide. From lab to gut, a green biotech revolution. Last, but definitely not least. In a feat of genetic and epigenetic wizardry, researchers produced fertile male mice from 2 fathers, no mom required. DNA was reprogrammed in enucleated eggs, and the resulting pups can themselves reproduce. Why it's jaw-dropping, this shatters conventional reproductive biology and opens up a Pandora's box of ethical, legal, and societal questions. What it means for you. Whether you're a writer, a policy wonk, or just love a good brain twist, this one's a goldmine for provocative essays, podcast discussions, or even dystopian satire. So there you have it. The top 5 breakthroughs you need on your radar right now. 1. Mega-scale quantum/AI funding from governments. 2. Real-world quantum hardware leaps. 3. Shape-shifting electronic ink. 4. PFAS-eating gut bacteria. And 5. 2-dad fertile mice. Each of these stories doesn't just push the frontier, they redefine the game board. I'll drop links to deep dive articles and white papers down in the description if you want to geek out even harder. If you caught something here that sparks a $1 trillion idea, holler at me in the comments. And if you've got friends who need to hear this, engineers, founders, or your ever-skeptical aunt, share this video and light up the convo. Alright, gangsters, that's it for this week. Smash that like button if you learned something wild, subscribe for more no BS breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next mind bender. You rock, you rule, and I appreciate every single one of you legends for tuning in. You are one of the smart ones. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.